Okay, good morning children. Here we are with calculation of cell potential, of course using Nernst equation. Yesterday's video there was some problem, so it is once again I am presenting. So this is the galvanic cell. Straight away we have to write a cell reaction. Now I already said you to write cell reaction from cell representation. This we have to consider as 1, this as 2, this has 3, this has 4. So cell reaction will be Mg plus Cu plus 2 arrow Mg plus 2 plus Cu. So this is a cell reaction. So straight away we can write the Nernst equation. It is E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 by 2. Number of electrons involved is 2. You see Mg Mg plus 2, loss of 2 electron, or Cu plus 2 to Cu, gain of 2 electrons. So either way N is 2, that's why. So log of concentration of product Mg plus 2 by concentration of reactant. We don't have to write for copper and magnesium because their values are 1. So this E naught cell we know is E naught cathode minus E naught anode. This is E naught cell, so minus 0.059 by 2 log. Now let us put the value of this cation, this concentration of magnesium. It is 0.001. Of copper it is 0.0001. Yes. Now putting the value of E naught cathode and E naught anode from the table, here copper electrode is cathode, it being in the right side. So cathode reduction potential is 0.34 minus magnesium electrode value, I think it is minus 2.37 volts, minus 2.37 volts. That is a magnesium electrode. So E cathode minus E anode minus 0.059 by 2 log. Now if you simplify this fraction, you will see it is coming 10. So it is 0.34 minus plus 2.37 minus, if you divide by 2 it will be 0.0295, and a value of log 10 is 1. So it is 11. So 2.71 minus 0.0295. So you will just subtract and you get the answer. Unit will be volts. So this is like this type of numerical is very important. It comes in exam, and now let us do the second question. Second question that we have. In the second question, the cell is Fe solid in contact with Fe plus 2 concentration 0.001 molar, double slash, that is solid bridge, H plus hydrogen ion, concentration 1 molar, in contact with hydrogen gas, pressure of hydrogen gas 1 bar, in contact with platinum. So this is the cell. This is a cell here, and we have to calculate the cell potential. All these calculations that we are doing, they are at 298 Kelvin. It is given in the question. All these calculations are at 298 Kelvin. One thing here, the right side, electrode, it is called hydrogen electrode. Now, before I go into this numerical, let me explain the construction of hydrogen electrode. This was there in class 11. Nevertheless, I am doing the construction of hydrogen electrode once again. In case of hydrogen electrode, we should have a container. We should have a container, and here we have 1 molar hydrogen ion solution. 1 molar hydrogen ion solution. Suppose if we have here 1 molar HCl solution, so it will have 1 molar hydrogen ion solution. Okay, then there should be a wire, so a platinum wire, and in the end there should be a platinum foil. Platinum foil, and this platinum foil should be coated with finely divided platinum. Okay, and then we have an inverted test tube. You have inverted test tube, and here there is a inlet, and through this inlet we need to pass hydrogen gas constantly at 1 bar pressure. At 1 bar pressure we need to pass hydrogen gas. Then what will happen is this hydrogen gas will get into this. It will get deposited. Hydrogen gas will get deposited on the platinum foil. Hydrogen gas will get deposited on the platinum foil, and then the element hydrogen will be coming in contact with H plus. For an electrode to function, the element has to be in contact with its ion. Now, this special arrangement is required for hydrogen to be in contact with hydrogen ion, because hydrogen is gaseous. In case of suppose copper electrode or zinc electrode that we have discussed, no need of this type of arrangement, because easily zinc can be made to come in contact with zinc ion. Easily copper can be made to come in contact with copper ion. But hydrogen being gaseous, to make hydrogen in contact with hydrogen ion, this special arrangement of platinum foil coated with platinum powder is required. So, and this is the wire. This one should be coupled. This is coupled with, joined with another electrode. Okay, another electrode to form the galvanic cell. And the temperature of this system, should be 298 Kelvin. Then this is what is called hydrogen electrode. Actually, normal hydrogen electrode. It is normal hydrogen electrode or standard hydrogen electrode. So this is, and this electrode, as I already said, it has to be joined with another electrode, and depending on the other electrode, sometimes it can function as cathode, sometimes it can function as anode. Like here in this question, you see hydrogen electrode is kept in the right side, so it is acting as cathode. This question, it is acting as cathode. Now when it acts as cathode, the electrode process will be H plus electron H. Now we know that hydrogen cannot hydrogen cannot exist in form of H. It exists in the form of H2. So to balance it, we can write here half H2. So this is the electrode process taking place at the cathode. Or you can also write this reaction, in this way: 2H plus 2 electron arrow H2 gas. And if it acts as anode, you have to reverse. You have to write the reaction in reverse way. If it acts as anode. Now, according to convention, the standard reduction potential of hydrogen electrode, or standard reduction potential of hydrogen electrode, is taken as 0 volts. Remember, standard hydrogen electrode, standard reduction potential of hydrogen electrode is taken as 0 volts. Okay, now you see one thing, that the table that we had discussed, that is the table where we had reduction potential of various electrodes, those values are actually has been determined with reference to this hydrogen electrode. So I'm just telling you, how those values are obtained. I'm just explaining it with an example. Then I will be doing this numerical. Suppose this determination of reduction potential. Suppose determination of standard reduction potential of copper electrode. So I am showing you here how experimentally we can determine the standard reduction potential of copper electrode. So what we have to do, naturally we have to take a copper electrode. We take copper electrode, and here we have 1 molar copper ion solution, and we have here a copper rod. So, and this with the help of wire, it has to be coupled with normal hydrogen electrode. So always whose reduction potential we are trying to determine, that has to be coupled with normal hydrogen electrode or standard hydrogen electrode. Then we have to keep a salt bridge here. So this is galvanic cell, and if we have a voltmeter here, so voltmeter will give us the value of EMF of this galvanic cell. EMF value we will get, and EMF is E cathode minus E anode. Now here this is experiment. This one can be this side, this one we can keep the left side. We can just change it. So it's not that this is in the right side, so it will be cathodic. We cannot take it like that. So how will you understand which one is cathode, which one is anode here? That we can understand from the direction of current in the voltmeter. Voltmeter will not only give us EMF value, it will also give the direction of current. And in this situation, it is seen that since current goes from cathode to anode, we see the direction of current in this case going from copper to hydrogen electrode. This is the direction of flow of current. So that means copper electrode here is acting as cathode. Copper electrode is cathode and hydrogen electrode is acting as anode. So once this has been determined, now in this setup, EMF that we get from the voltmeter, the EMF that we get is 0.34 volts. So that I am writing it here. E cathode, we are trying to find out, we are trying to determine, that is E naught Cu plus 2 slash Cu. This is what we are trying to determine. And anode is hydrogen electrode, its value is 0 volt. So from here we get this on simplifying, it will be 0.34 volts. So reduction potential, standard reduction potential of copper electrode is coming 0.34 volts. So in this way, joining or coupling a electrode with normal hydrogen electrode, we can experimentally determine the reduction potential of any electrodes. And it is in this way, all the reduction potential has been found, and the value of reduction potential has been arranged in increasing order or decreasing order, and that table that we are getting, that table that we have discussed earlier. So now I think we can come back to this question and do the sum. So first let us write the cell reaction. Cell reaction, it is Fe plus we write this one, then we write this one, H plus, then we write this one, and at last we write this one. In the cell reaction, this platinum will not have any role. Okay, now we need to balance this equation. To balance it, here we have to write 2, and you see now it is balanced. So E cell will be E naught cell minus 0.059 by 2 log of concentration of product by concentration of reactant. Yes. Now, since E naught cell is E naught cathode minus E naught anode minus 0.059 by 2 log. Now we write the values of concentration. Iron, it is given 0.001. Of hydrogen, that is in bar, this value only we will put. Bar is concentration of hydrogen, so it is 1 bar, so 1 square. Okay, now this is cathode. Cathode is hydrogen electrode. Its value just now we have said is the reduction potential of hydrogen electrode is 0, and minus iron electrode. Iron electrode value, this you have to get it from the table. It is minus 0.44 volts, minus 0.44 volts, so minus 0.059 by 2 log it will be 1 into 10 to the power minus 3. So it will be, on simplifying, it is 0.44 minus, I know log of 10 to the power minus 3 is minus 3. Log of 10 to the power minus 3 is minus 3. So that minus 3, if it comes in front, minus 3, minus 3 and this minus will become plus. So it will be 0.059 by 2 into 3. So children, now I think you can easily calculate. So you simplify this value and you get the answer in volts. So you will find 2 more questions of this type in your NCERT book. I think you can easily do it now. So you should try to do the other 2 questions. So this much for now in this video. Thank you for listening.